Oh, yes. Sorry about him, by the way. He can be a little bit overprotective sometimes.
Protective of what?
The Glade. He built most of this place himself.
Yeah, we're still an asshole.
He saved your life today. Trust me, the maze is a dangerous place.
From Newt's tone, he's speaking from experience. Thomas looks to the walls and arrives at one inescapable conclusion.
We're trapped here, aren't we?
For the moment, yes. But you see them?
He indicates to the most isolated of the cliques, 4 boys detached from the surrounding party, not really a part of the happy scene, like war veterans who've never really quite assimilated into civilian life.
Those are the runners. And in the middle there, that one, that's Minho. He's the keeper of the runners. And every morning, when those doors open, they run the maze, mapping it, memorizing it, looking for a way out.
How long have they been looking?
About 3 years.
What? And you haven't found anything?
Oh, but it's easier said than done. Oh, listen. Do you hear that?
Thomas listens and sounds the party. A fated boom like thunder rumbles beyond the walls in the darkness.
That is the maze. Changing. It changes every night. It never takes the same shape twice.
Nailed it. How's that even possible?
Well, you can ask the people who put us here if you ever meet the bastards. The truth is, the runners are the only ones who really knows what's out there. They're the strongest of us all, and they're the fastest too, and that's a good thing. Because if they don't make it back before those doors close and they're stuck out there for a night, no one's ever survived a night in the maze.
What happens to them?
It darkens at even the thought of it. He glances to the stick, the creature burning over the bonfire.
Well, we call them the Grievers. Of course, no one's ever seen one and lived to tell the tale. We don't even know what they look like, but they're out there.
And with that, heavy silence. Suddenly, Newt claps Thomas on the shoulder, eager to lighten the mood.
That's enough of questions for one night. Come on. You're supposed to be our guest of honor. Let me show you around.
And that's not a request. He pulls them up, and off they go, and we end scene. Okay, next scene.
I forgot how many questions Thomas asks.
Oh, yeah? I didn't?
Okay, exterior glade, woods, same time. Scene 23. Thomas makes it out of the woods. Ben tackles him from behind, snapping him like a wild animal. Thomas grabs his wrist, struggling to hold him at bay. Boys arrive, Newt out front. He swings a garden tool, clobbering Ben, knocking him off Thomas. Thomas stands, helped to his feet by Newt and Chuck as boys rush forward to restrain Ben.
What happened?
He just attacked me.
Ben comes in time to see Albie and Gally approaching. Ben suddenly seems terrified, snapping back into focus.
No, Albie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it.
Lift the shirt. Lift the shirt.
Please.
The boys lift Ben's shirt to reveal a sting wound. The stinger is still embedded, the surrounding area black and puckered. Albie plucks out the stinger, takes a close look at the bar of metal point. Guy leans in, curious.
Stunk in the middle of the day?
All right, put him in the pit. Put him in the pit.
Ben struggles, convulsing as the boys grab him in either arm, haul him off across the glade, leaving Thomas behind, shaken. So exterior glade, village day. Thomas is getting his arm bandaged by the Medjacks, Clint and Jeff. Chuck sits by his side, whittling a small piece of wood. He winces at the sight of Thomas's wound.
That looks nasty.
I told you we're going to have to amputate. Don't worry. He always wants to amputate.
Albie approaches and takes a seat between Thomas and Chuck.
You okay? It's a lot to take in your first week, no less.
What happened to him?
We call it the changing. It's what happens when you get stung.
Those things.
Grievers.
Yeah, I thought they only came out at night.
So did I. He's only going to get worse. Did he say anything to you?
He said he saw me. You know, that this was all my fault. How could this be my fault?
Albie is pointedly silent. He stands to leave when Thomas says,
Albie,
Yeah.
what's going to happen to him?
ooh, off this ominous look of Albie. Sunset, the blade, long shadows rise over the stonework as the boys gather before the door. Ben is hauled along by Minho, barefoot, stripped to a plain shirt and boxers. He's crying. He's freaking out. He sees the door ahead and tries to squirm free, but he's too sick to put up too much of a fight. Whatever's growing inside of him has progressed since we last saw it. Minho shoves Ben through the door. The rest of the group shrinks back as the eldest Glader step forward. Isn't it amazing that we didn't actually write all that cool stuff we do with the poles and all that stuff? That was
I know.
Anyway,
That's cool.
Minho
Please don't.
Minho hurls a sack through the door, a day's worth of rations. Thomas is just starting to realize what's about to happen. And suddenly, boom, the doors begin to close. Ben instinctively runs towards Albie, but Albie jams the pole into Ben's shoulder, forcing him back.
Oh, this isn't in, but this is hilarious. What are you doing? Stop!
A look from Galley shuts Thomas up. Ben runs towards Newt. Wham! Newt drives him back. He runs for Fry Pan. Wham! Ben has no choice but to enter the maze or be crushed. Ben locks eyes with Thomas in a single moment of connection between them before the doors close, cutting them apart.
No!
A sad silence settles over the group. The ritual is complete. Albie doesn't look at anyone in particular, but it's clear he's addressing everyone.
I know what you're all thinking. You think what we did was wrong. You thought Ben was your friend. And he was. He was my friend too. But that was not Ben. There wasn't anything else we could do for him. I don't want to hear another word about it. It belongs to the maze now.
Ooh. Insane.
Guys, that was a great. That was a great table read. That was a great table read. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
This was great.
Exterior, the glade, doorway, morning. The sun rises over the glade. Chuck remains faithfully by the door, waiting, drifting off to sleep after a long night of waiting. Finally, the doors start to open. Chuck snaps awake.
Guys! Hey, guys!
Boys arrive, congregating by the door.
Told you, Chuck. They're not coming back.
Chuck shushes Newt, waiting with bated breath as the doors slide open to reveal nothing. Just an empty corridor, shrouded in fog. Chuck deflates. Newt puts a consoling hand on his shoulder, keeping his "I told you so" to himself. Then,
look!
3 figures emerge from the mist. Thomas, Minho, hauling Albie between them. For a second, they can only stare until Chuck lets loose an exhilarated whoop. Woo! The Medjacks, Clint and Jeff, rush forward to help with Albie. Thomas and Minho practically collapse from exhaustion. The group converges around them, a flurry of questions asked at once.
What happened out there?
How'd you make it out?
Did you see a griever?
Yeah, I saw one.
He didn't just see it. He killed it.
Whoa!
The celebration, everyone's staring at Thomas in speechless silence.
Welcome to the table read, Keon.
Interior Council Hall day. The Gladers pile into the council hall, a cramped structure erected against the corner of the maze, utilizing the walls as 2 sides. Everyone is talking over each other, gossiping about the previous night's events.
Things are changing. There's no denying it. First, Ben gets stung in broad daylight in his boxers. Then Albie. Now our new greenie here has taken upon himself to go into the maze. It's a clear violation of our rules.
Yeah, but he saved Albie's life.
Did he? Look, I'll be the first to admit what he did was impressive. But we're in uncharted territory here. For 3 years, we've coexisted with these things. And now you've killed one of them.
Exactly.
Who knows what happens now?
What do you suggest we do?
He should be punished. He should be put in the pit.
Oh, wait a minute now. Not the pit. Easy there, big guy. There's a lot of other things that we can do.
Hey.
Don't do that.
You're dead, Chris. You're dead.
Over the top of the wall. He broke the rules.
Mino, you were there with him. What do you think?
Well, in all the time we've been here, no one's ever killed a griever before. I think when I turned tail and ran, this dumb shank stayed behind to help Albie. Look, I don't know if he's brave or stupid, but whatever it is, we need more of it. Say we make him a runner.
Oh!
As this sinks in, the room erupts in furious argument, half in favor of the idea, half against. Chuck tries to start up a chant.
Thomas.
You guys want to throw this newbie a parade, that's fine. But the one thing I do know about the maze is that you do not fuck with it.
Ooh! Maybe cut that out.
The same sound we heard when Thomas comes up in the box. Bang, bang, bang. The room goes quiet. The Gladers wordlessly start filing out the door. They run for the sound of the alarm. Thomas grabs Chuck as he passes.
Wait, I know that sound.
It's the box. It's coming back up.
The elevator doors automatically rise over the box in the distance.
Oh, I thought it only came up once a month. Yeah.
That's what you thought too. The boys congregate out around the box. Newt throws open the gate and jumps in.
Newt, what do you see?
Newt pops up, his head or whatever, bewildered look on his face.
Well done.
It's a girl. Oh, I think she's dead.
Then as one, the boys rush forward, crowding around the box, looking in. A girl, indeed, lies curled up in the center of the box, wet and trembling, her face obscured by long black hair. The boys all react. None can even remember seeing a girl before. This is amazing. Imagine our luck. But no instruction manual is required. Thomas just stares in frozen shock, a dawning realization that this is the girl of his dreams.
Oh.
Hey.
What's in her hand?